Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy end of month. It's the 28th, so we all know it is time to rock and roll. I was making this little assessment about myself. If you guys follow Enneagram at all, I'm an Enneagram 2. And then on like the colors, I'm a yellow, which mean, and I was also a nurse. That was my career. So I'm a warm, fuzzy helper. And so I realized about myself that I had been listening to a lot of trainings that were just like warm and fuzzy because that's just my comfort zone. So I found myself some good Enneagram threes that are red, so that I could get my butt kicked a little bit. So maybe that is something that would be helpful for you all to one, figure out um, what personality type you are, whether it's I don't know, the Briggs test. It didn't really do much for me. It gave me those four letters, and I haven't really dug deep into that. I think the reason that I like just what Enneagram shares on like the Instagram things that I follow, and then the colors is it's just simple and basic, an understanding of what motivates you, what helps you to feel energized or seen as a person, and then also being able to identify how you receive and process information the best way. So, like, I'm a visual learner. I like to do stuff together. You guys saw maybe in my Facebook Live I did last week that I love a good worksheet and a good download, right? So that's all like personality type. So when I'm feeling like I'm hiding safely in my yellow to comfort zone, that's when I really like to figure out, okay, who are the red threes in my life who can just tell me that I need to get my life together and get into action. So all of that to be said, that's a little bit of side homework. Figure out your personality types. And if you have a favorite or something that you've identified that's been helpful, put that in the chat for us. But as I was working on some notes for today and what we're going to be doing for end of month, it literally is, okay, for all of you warm, fuzzy yellows who just need to have a little feel good belief about vision and belief, I've got that for you. And then also a little bit of red, like we just have to get the work done, whether we feel like it or not. So it's end of month. I'm just going to give you a few quick things about some things that I listened to over the weekend. And then I'm going to pull up that great worksheet that Shanna Joseph made for us just with some kind of check-in points. So let's start with our warm and fuzzy Monday motivation first, shall we? Thank you for jumping on. I did add some new people to the chat. Thank you for inviting your friends, your people, all the things. We're just all going to keep showing up and doing the things and hitting our goals. So I hit a goal that I wanted to hit this morning, so I'm super excited about that. I still have some other goals that I'm working on. But I heard a training from Christina Williams, and she's one of my go-to yellow reds. Belief builds paychecks. And it's true, you guys, when we show up for our business, when we are rock solid in our vision of where we're going and believing that it's possible, belief builds paychecks. I absolutely love that. How can you increase belief? So I have been watching a lot of teams who are in like full momentum, rocking and rolling. A lot of you on here have some great stuff happening. I'm watching some new senior rubies and some new emeralds. Specifically, like Patricia Rieger has all of this going on. Kinley Severance is in her downline, and she just announced a new level 2 emerald that went emerald in 3 months. You might hear that story. I think it's Maddie Vaughn is her name. A lot of you are going to be like, wow, must be nice for her. Or wow, that sounds like really, really impossible. When I see posts like that, I'm like, bring it on. This is our company, our comp plan, we all have the same tools, right? We all have the same access to what we're doing. And when I read that, I was like, she is showing what's possible. It motivates me. It encourages me. It inspires me to say, if she can do it, so can I. So I hope that and a lot of times when you think about what do I believe, that is where we get a lot of our mindset stuff. Like if you were to see that post, what your immediate knee-jerk reaction thought about that is going to be the magnifying glass of where you are on your belief meter. So I've done that really cheesy thing before where I take out a piece of paper and make you draw it, 0 to 10, like the meter, like, and then, where are you in your belief? 10 is like, I'm here, I'm for it, like unstoppable, everything is figure outable, we're rocking and rolling. If your belief is like 6 or lower, you have to proactively do something to get that belief meter rocking and rolling. Like we got to be 8 or higher, right? Watching diamond documentaries, pouring into other team members, listening to testimonies, checking in with your customers who are rocking and rolling with what can you do to fuel and increase your belief so that you know that ultimately belief builds paychecks because it's going to affect how you show up. Okay. Second thing, coming off another baseball weekend, I tell Hudson all the time, attitude and effort. What are the two things that you can focus on and control? Attitude and effort. And when I say attitude, I'm going to give you a parenthesis of energy. How are you showing up for your business? How are you showing up for your team? Do you feel discouraged, defeated, deflated, all of those things? Guess what? Behind the scenes, all of us have experienced that. Some of my worst days behind the scenes, I am still going to try to show up in some good energy, positive, like, you have your people that are going to walk you through those valleys, right? But outwardly, the two things that you can control and focus, and we covered that a week or two ago, is attitude and effort and the energy that you're using to show up. Go listen to Ed Mylett. The last 5 podcasts that I listened to of him, all of them were great. Go find Ed Mylett before we get to convention and have him. So belief builds paychecks. How can you increase your belief? What you focus on is where you go. Attitude and effort, parentheses, what is your energy? And if you are not feeling energized in your business, it might be a kind of the ripple effect of maybe you're not energized in your life. You need to be filling your cup, doing things that make your soul happy. I always tell people, if you drive by my house and my yard is perfect, it means I'm trying to work through something because planting flowers like fuels me. So if you were to drive by my house right now, it looks amazing. So I'll let you read into whatever you want to read into, but find those outlets that give you that little bit of joy so that you can get energized in whatever area of your life and it will spill over. Those who are showing up and hitting goals are not fearless. They are faithful. They are doing it scared and overcoming some of those mindset things. I heard a quote, I think it was Jordan Adler or one of those way back when, and they said, hope is what brings you into this opportunity. Hope for better health, hope for increasing your paycheck. Hope is what is going to be that highest level of emotion that brings you in. Belief is what's going to keep you there and working and showing up when it's hard and all of those things. Hope brings you in. Belief is what is going to ground you. You don't have to be fearless. We are all going to show up and do it scared. Okay. So that is your warm fuzzy Monday motivation. Now we are going to shift to, it is game on, end of month, end of convention contest, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your goals are. Numbers don't lie. You have to be in your back office. You have to know where you are, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there, right? And be aware and acknowledge that. And so numbers don't lie. Where are you? Where do you want to be? When I stop talking today, you need to go to your back office if you have not yet this morning. I hope you guys are all you can go to the Plexus Go, you can click My Business, you can get a snapshot of your business, you can go to virtual office and log in and boom, you're ready to rock and roll through that. So where are you? Where do you want to be? And I want to challenge you. If you are well, bummer, I missed it. We still have all day today, all day tomorrow, and all day Wednesday, 3 full days. Anything can happen in 3 days, right? So when we say the numbers don't lie, it's not just your back office. It's not just what those numbers are saying. How many people have you talked to? How many conversations are you in? How many new VIPs do you have that you're getting onto their products? What are all of the numbers for all of the things? And chances are, if the numbers are low, then you're, working towards whatever goal you have is probably going to not be where you want to be. We all have the same opportunity to increase all the things. Increase your posting, increase your stories, increase your follow-up, increase the number of conversations you're having. The last thing, and I love this, and this is the same thing that I've told you guys, I use over and over and over again. I don't know if this is for you or this may or may not be for you, but I've been thinking about you because if I shared with you something that's working for me, would you be open to hearing about it? That sentence, you could send to 100 people today, I promise, and probably sign 3 people by the end of the month. Hey, I was thinking about you. Listen, this may or may not be for you. I can't stop thinking about you. I would love to vacation together. Would you be open to hearing about what I do? So maybe we can, earn some free trips together. There's lots of ways. Fill in the blank for any of that and send that message to who said you just got to be human, right? Jill Renfro. Just be you. Be human. Don't be weird, right? But we can just send that and say, look, this might not be for you, but it might be for you. Uh, that's what I did this month. All four of my new enrollments this month, they never said, please don't message me again. They never said, ooh, that's weird. They never were like, Sarah, why are you in my inbox? All four of them were extremely grateful that I kept showing up. All four of them, when we talked about it, worked through everything, and I sent them the link. They never asked for a code. They never put on the brakes for anything. They're just like, okay, great. Thanks for recommending what I need. Click, order, check out, boom. Like, just because I was confident in I have what you need. Here's what you need. Okay, thank you. I'm ordering it. All four of them, seamless, just boom, all the way through. So keep showing up, keep sharing. You don't have to be fearless, just be faithful and consistent in knowing we have what people need. Okay. Yes, I will drop the training that I listened to this morning. I'll put that over on the thing. So, where are you? Where do you want to be? What prizes do you want to earn? What number do you want your back office to say when the end of the month rolls through? Or just how many conversations? Maybe your goal this month was to do the 100 reach out challenge and you just need to reach out to 100 people. If that was your goal, awesome. Rock and roll, because that is going to have fruit. We have 30, 60, 90-day cycles where things happen and show up, all of the things. So that's what I have for you. Figure out your personality type and what motivates you. Belief builds paychecks. How can you increase your belief if you're feeling if I checked in, I need to check in with a gal that just finished her reset. Today is her day 4. She was like, I feel awesome. I'm doing great. Like every day through her reset, she was telling me all of the amazing things that she was feeling. And I was like, you're the best customer ever. And yay I just felt my belief was just like, I'm gonna go do a reset, right? It just like fueled me for feeling like what we have works. So go check in with your people. Fuel that attitude, effort, energy. What are you doing that's energizing you? Have that vision. And then remember, numbers don't lie. Who are you talking to? How many conversations are you in? How many follow-ups? You know what? Maybe today you just need to have a day of gratitude. Get out your pretty papers and your little Dollar Tree note cards and just start sending thank you notes for your faithful customers and team members. Or even better, if you've got a team member and they're showing up with or without you, maybe message them and say, I see you and I believe in you and you are going to be the next Emerald on our team. And I just want you to know, keep going. You're doing a great job. If I got a message like that, it'd probably make my whole week, right? So who can you pour belief into? And there was a training that I listened to, and it's essentially when you see a spark, pour gasoline on it. The training that I heard was from a guy, and so he related it to hunting. But he says when you have your bird dogs with you when you're hunting, their job is to stop and point and tell you where to go. And so in this training, he was like, you have to be a bird dog. Like, oh my gosh, here, over here, right here. Come over here, come on, come on, come on. Look, right here. This is what we're going to focus on. And that training stuck with me, obviously, because I'm a visual learner. And I was like, yes, you have to say, look, you're new. Over here, everybody look. Shine that spotlight on them and help them to feel seen. And that is going to be motivating for them to keep going. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to stop talking. It is end of month. We are going to get to work. I'm going to pull up Shanna's amazing checklist that she made beautiful for us, just as a screen share so that we can all be working. And then if you've got some thoughts, questions, ideas, whatever, just drop them in the chat and we will rock and roll our power hour.
I have one question, Sarah. You mentioned, I'm thinking about you because, listen, this may or may not be for you. I would love to vacation with you. We would have a blast. Would you be open to learning more? What other ideas besides the vacationing have you put in that sentence?
Yes. So the several that I just worked with this week all could use the money to cover their products. And so I'm like, hey, I know that you have said that you could not get started with your Plexus journey because cost was an issue. It may or may not be for you, but would you be open to hearing about a referral system so that I can share with you how you can actually order today, and then I will help you earn $300 by Wednesday. Um, and I've gotten a lot of, girl, you must think I'm crazy that you think I can add a side hustle to everything I already got going on, or whatever the case might be. But I at least planted that seed and opened the conversation for how we were going to talk about that. You get a referral link when you get started in sharing that. So honestly, it's unlimited for. I know you've been struggling with these health issues. I know you think it may or may not be for you, but hey, we're doing this health challenge where we're just going to do the drinks and shakes. I would love for you to just, it's not a huge commitment, 2 weeks, jump on this challenge with me. Or, hey, I'm doing a messenger event. I was thinking about you. I know like it may or may not be for you, but would you be open to at least like 15 minutes? Jump in this messenger chat and just see why I think this would be so awesome for you. Tonight is Meet Plexus. Ding, 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 ding. We're going to invite to our Meet Plexus that we have every single week, right? And just doing may or may not be for you, but would you be willing to be a fly on the wall and just jump on this quick webinar tonight and just listen for these stories about why this excites me every day? Tonight is going to be Josh Slavin and his son Zach. So it's going to be great if you have husbands, dads, brothers, uncles, sons, all of the dudes who think that they can't grow a business or whatever. It's going to be Josh and Zach. So I think that's going to be a great perspective for that. But if I would you, or it may not be for you, but this is why I'm thinking about you, you can personalize that to anything. Does that help?
Yeah, it does.
Perfect. 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 Okay, good deal. We're going to rock and roll and get to work. Okay, my friends, I will drop that amazing PDF that I did not make in the chat. Just so you guys know, in our messenger chat, if you go to the top of the messenger chat, the One Plexus chat, you can scroll down and view files, links, and uploads in the chat. I did not see it there, so I'll put it there again. But it's a great resource for like all of the IPA worksheets we've done, any of the video recordings or things that the Ed Milet podcast links and stuff like that is all there. So I hope this was helpful. I'll be curious. Y'all message me when you figure out like what personality type you are and what motivates you and what all of the things. Um, and let's rock and roll and hit our goals and keep on keeping on. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.